we want to welcome to the stage our next contestant, Nick Corridino!
Just a gigolo in every room.
How many of you here are Toastmasters? So I found there are a lot of similarities that exist between crafting and delivering a really good speech and getting laid on a first date. Both of these things will bring a smile to your face. So what I'd like to do tonight is go over some of these similarities, and when I'm finished, you'll see that delivering a really good speech and getting a good evaluation afterwards can be as easy as sex and a blowjob. So let's start with the intro. When I show up for a speech, I'm thinking best dressed guy in the room. And when I show up at her door, I'm thinking best dressed guy in her bedroom. You always need to smell nice. You always need to smell nice. For her and even for your audience. Because the last thing you want is for your evaluator to say that you stink. From here, you need to make friends with the audience and with your date. And it has to be in the first 30 seconds. Now, I like to get a laugh out of it. It's a lot more valuable than candy and flowers. When you get a laugh, they relax, and they start to like you. But beware, that won't last. Soon your audience is going to say, where's he going with this speech? And your date's going to look out the window and say, where's he going to take me in that shitbox car? This is where I like to transition. I transition. Over here, I transition to the body of the speech. And I make direct eye contact. And over here, I check out her body. I make direct eye contact with her legs as she sits in the passenger seat of the car. And then when we get to the restaurant, I check out her breasts. And I tell her my story. Now over here, you want to tell the audience your story. But you don't want to give them too much information up front, because then your speech becomes top-heavy. Top-heavy is bad. Over here, top-heavy is good. At this point, I like to shake things up a little bit. Over here, I like to throw the audience off a little, throw a monkey wrench into my speech. And over here, I take her out dancing. And I watch her shake her ass on the dance floor, amigo. And then the yellow light comes on. This is where you need to wrap it up. Now there's a reason for the yellow light. Proceed with caution. Because going forward, if your audience or your date starts looking at their phone rather than you, you're fucked. And not in a good way. You might as well end your speech, drop her off, go home, and practice your gestures. Sometimes, though, the audience, they'll open their hearts to you, and so will she. And this is where you need to be a closer. You need to close. Now over here with your audience, the close must have broad appeal. You must pitch a big tent. Over here, you need to show her a big tent. And don't be afraid during your closing to bring the audience down. It's okay. Bring them down. And don't be afraid if she goes down on you when you're on the couch watching TV. And then the red light comes on. It's time to wrap it up. This is the area of the speech where you're going to have some ahs and ums. They'll sound something like this. And then, when you feel the time is right, you deliver your closing line. And over here, it needs to be impactful. And over here, it's going to sound something like this. Hear that? That's the pregnant pause. The moment after when you wonder if you got her pregnant. But then you sit up and you eat an Oreo cookie with her. You let her eat the cream filling. And over here you get an Oreo cookie evaluation. Both will tell you what they like, things to improve on for next time, if there is a next time. And then over here, they'll tell you what they liked again, and they'll encourage you to schedule your next speech. Over here, you simply fuck her again. So there you have it. Easy peasy. I like them sleazy.